Soludo is going to be a four-year governor.
But is
and
this
you will come and give us dividends of democracy.
All right, but is this you undermining the extent to which disunity within a party can go, or the effect it can have on the outcome of an election? Because that question was for you to address. Tell us how the APC is addressing or intends to address internal divisions following that primary election. What strategy is the APC implementing to unify its members and strengthen its position ahead of the election?
Okay. Well, you have to understand that while aspirants like Valentine will join APC with no membership, with no supporters, Prince Nicholas Ukachukwu joined APC with thousands of supporters. But be that as it may, the party has already set up some internal mechanism to appease. Yes, some people pretend as though somebody has upset them when nobody has actually upset them. But these party members who feel aggrieved, we are going to them, pleading and saying, this is our best chance so far. And I want to correct one notion. APC has always been strong in Anambra State. In 2017, I was the deputy governorship candidate of APC in Anambra State. And we scored close to 100,000 votes in that election, coming close to Governor Willie Obiano, who came first in that election, and we in the APC came second. When Ngige ran as governorship candidate, he came second. So the notion that APC is not strong in Anambra State is not correct, and I think that the president has come and we have shown to the president that APC is the party to beat. But I want to tell you, look at what's going on with standardized examination results that just came out in NECO. How the Anambra State used to be on the top three, but now we had slid back to almost unclassified because the current administration has not invested money in education. We have a governor who is a professor who should be in the classroom and has refused to invest enough money in education. What Prince Nicholas Ukachukwu is going to do is that he's going to reinvest and rejig our education in Anambra State by investing in the primary education and secondary education. He's going to retrain our teachers. You know, he's going to retrain our teachers and bring technology into our classrooms. And not only that, there's something that he's talking about, that he said that he's doing, which is very unique. He's going to begin to certify apprenticeship. When you have been an apprentice in the market for 5-8 years, should you have some form of certification? Can that be equated with some level of education? These are some of the innovations that he's going to bring. And Anambra State is going to come back again and be number 1 or number 2 under the leadership of Prince Nicholas Ukachukwu as governor of Anambra State.
So, when you say that APC is strong in Anambra State, some persons will tell you there is no result to show for it. Because if you would agree with me, under the right trajectory, APC Anambra should be maximizing her electoral capabilities and tapping into that political relevance of the party at the center. But reverse is the case. From my conversation with stakeholders in the state, the party has become that formidable opposition force in Anambra State. But now there is a chance to redefine its political legacy in the southeast region. But after the primary election, people are leaving the party. They're talking about manifest absence of internal democracy and commitment within the state chapter of the party. Isn't that a setback for your party?
Yes, I agree with you that when people leave the party, it can be assessed as a setback. But what we're seeing in APC and Anambra State is where 1 is leaving and 5th is coming in. So right now, we don't have any real setback. Valentine is still in the party. Paul Chukwuma is the only person who left. And I understand, I think for some reason his ego was bruised, so he has to prove something to himself. And before the primaries, he quit before the primaries. Maybe about 4 or 5 days before the primaries, he pulled out of the race. And he didn't have any chance. And he went and joined YPP, which is an empty vessel. He joined YPP thinking that YPP is something. YPP is not a strong party in Anambra State. My brother Ifeanyi was a person who owned and drove YPP. And people voted for Ifeanyi based on his personality, not because of his political party. So we're not so much disturbed about Paul Chukwuma. I think after he vents and he proves whatever he wants to prove to himself, he'll come back to APC because he's an APC person by blood. He's a progressive. But what I'm saying to you is that you need to come to Anambra State and see the tons of people coming to join the party. In my ward in Nnewi, Otolo Nnewi Ward 2, our membership register has grown, in leaps and bounds. And the problem we have is how do we properly manage and massage the egos that are coming to join us. And I think that the success that we have achieved so far is because of the credibility that Okachukwu presents, the credibility of his ticket. And I promise you, before long, I'm sure that he's going to even have a strong, formidable deputy governorship candidate. Right now, the ruling party in Anambra State under the governorship, under the leadership of Soludo, they are G3. Soludo is reaching to party members. They call me every day. He's reaching to party members, trying to pull them into APGA, trying to offer them SAs and those kind of appointments. And majority of them have said no. Because why would you want to go and join APGA under the pretense that Soludo is giving you some appointment, and then in 6 months it's going to be gone? Anambra is going to be an APC party. And I promise you that the president is happy with what he saw in Anambra State. Governor Hope Uzodinma is happy with what he saw in Anambra State. And the other governors, they're happy. Under the leadership of Governor Hope Uzodinma, we are going to win this election. I promise you that.
Because really,
and we're going to win because we are going to at work.
Right, because really some say this is the moment for the APC to rise above conventional politics and make a choice that will not only secure victory, but also lay that foundation for lasting impact on the Southwest region. But how confident is the APC leadership about, its chances of breaking APGA's long-standing hold on Anambra in that upcoming election?
All right, you'll be surprised to hear this from me, but I will say it. Right now, the leadership of Soludo is fighting with everybody. Our governor is fighting with the traditional institution. Our governor is fighting with the teachers. He's fighting with the traders. He's fighting with the town unions. And we have a governorship candidate, Prince Nicholas Okachukwu, who says that he's not going to meddle with the affairs of the trade unions. He's not going to meddle with the affairs of the town unions. And he's going to invest in teachers. He's going to invest in our infrastructure. He's going to invest Okachukwu says that he's going to make sure that Anambra can feed itself. And I'm sure that Okachukwu as governor in 2 years, there will be a lot of turnaround and Anambra should be able to feed itself in terms of agriculture.
But you know that APGA is not
we are going into this election.
Right. APGA is not the only competition.
We're going into this election.
Yes,
excuse me. We're going into this election.
Please go ahead.
I'm saying that we are going into this election on the non-performance of Governor Soludo. And he has done he's making our work easy for us. Like I've said before, in Nnewi North local government, where I come from, Governor Soludo has not tarred up to 3-4 kilometers of roads. He has not built any roads in Nnewi North local government. And the federal road that is building in collaboration with the federal government under the Ministry of Works, he's destroying people's properties. He's been a malicious leader. He's gone and destroyed the head office of Innocent Manufacturing Company in Nnewi. I went and saw the place. It's a very pathetic site. Innocent's office is not on the road. Innocent's office is clearly away from the road. And he still sent his bulldozers and his operators to go and destroy the office because, it's just very malicious. We don't need a governor who dislikes his people. We don't need a governor who wants to destroy businesses.
So when you say the APC would be campaigning based on the non-performance of the incumbents, I mean, there are several non-performing governors who were re-elected in Nigeria. And I'm sure you know that your party faces stiff competition from APGA. This is the party of the incumbents. And there is the Labour Party, which has a growing presence in the states. And members of your party have said to me that dominance is waning. But to bolster its chances, APC is focusing on grassroots mobilization, strategic alliances, and also leveraging federal support to appeal to the electorate. Are these strategies enough to counter the influence of APGA with a popular candidate or a popular governor like Charles Soludo?
Did you say popular governor?
Yes.
Soludo is not popular in Anambra State. He's not a popular governor in Anambra State. He comes to deceive people here in the center. Come to Anambra State and I bet you that how can Soludo be popular when he has thugs on the street collecting taxes with pistols, maiming people on the road. It's not popular in Anambra State. How is it popular in Anambra State when I cannot go home to my village and sleep with my two eyes open because of insecurity? You know, non-state actors are still occupying many communities in Anambra State. My in-laws in Embassy, they can't go home. You know, the non-state actors are still there kidnapping people, killing people. I know over 100 people that have lost their lives because of the non-state actors, because of kidnapping, because they are victims of kidnap. So these families have not forgotten. Soludo is not popular in Anambra State. What is he going to tell the families of the people that have lost their loved ones? How will he explain it to them? And then in 2025, months to the election, he comes out with untrained people that are still killing again in Anambra communities. So that professor is going to go. I think that Anambra people are determined that that professor is going to go back to the classroom.
But
that's
also,
where he belongs.
Right, but also
yes.
How is the APC ensuring that Ukachukwu's campaign resonates with grassroots voters across all the 21 local government areas in that state?
See, you have to understand that one of the biggest credentials that Ukachukwu has is that Anambra is a business hub. Anambra is a business state. And most of our people are business people. Ukachukwu is from that very constituency of the business community. It's time that we elect our people. Our voters know that they are yearning for somebody from that business constituency to come and be the governor of Anambra State, somebody who is invested in Anambra State. Right now, Soludo has no investment in Anambra State. His family don't live in Anambra State. His kids don't live in Anambra State. Soludo even went to the extent of collecting money from citizens in the pretense that he was going to build a hospital in his mother's name. And that hospital 20 years after is not complete. You know, a man who wanted to leave a legacy for his mom, using his mother's name to collect money to build hospital, and it's still not completed. What kind of a man is that?
So, Mr. Ikedife, for the purpose of this conversation, I wouldn't want you to make unsubstantiated claims. So, the next question, you may go on with that submission. So, I want you to wrap up with that.
Yes. Okay. With what? With what submission, please?
How is the APC ensuring that Ukachukwu's campaign resonates with, you know, grassroots voters across all the 21 local government areas? Yes.
So like I say, there are many people in Anambra State who see themselves as Ukachukwu. Young people, young voters in the market who are serving their masters now as apprentices. People running their businesses. People that are manufacturing, people that are running factories in Anambra State, they resonate with Ukachukwu and they see themselves as Ukachukwu. So we have over 1 million people who identify with Ukachukwu in Anambra State. And these are the people that are going to, they will come out and vote for him. These are people that we are pandering to. What we are doing, you know, we have our strategy of reaching these people, but not only that, they are reaching us. They are reaching out to us and they want to own our campaign. They want to be part of what we're doing. They want to be part of it because they are frustrated with the non-performance of Governor Soludo. Non-performing governor. Non-performance of Governor Soludo. And we have said to him, it doesn't matter the stories that Governor Soludo will come to tell in Abuja that he's on ground. If he was on ground performing, he will not be worried about the endorsement of the leader of another political party.
All right.
When the president came to Anambra State, we expected when the president came to Anambra State, we expected Soludo to come up with transformational projects. We expected Soludo to go to the president and say, how can the state and the federal government partner to begin to evacuate our massive gas deposit in Anambra State? And how did you know they never had that conversation? Well, if he had that conversation with the president, he should make it public. He should tell us so that we know that he's doing the right thing. He did not discuss with the president on how the federal government can come and fix the hundreds of kilometers of the federal roads in Anambra State.
All right.
Nothing.
All right. Then we'll continue to monitor these developments.
It's important I say this. It's important I say this, man. It's important I say this.
All right. You have 30 seconds, please.
Wasted the president's time by bringing the president to come to commission a building that a government house that he not built, and a fun park. You know, my people say that they don't have, the president doesn't have to come to Anambra State to come and commission Janglova. That's what we call it in Anambra State.
All right,
Janglova is a playground.
Great place to leave
it's not a transformational project.
Dozie Ikedife, APC Southeast Organizing Secretary. Thank you so much. Like I said earlier, we'll continue to monitor these developments as they unfold. Thanks a lot for joining us. Good night. Right. Now let's go to a short break, and when we return, we'll turn our attention to other conversation. Please stay with us, everyone.